Hey Mixers, welcome into our first NBA video of the 2025 season. Today we're going to go over some season-long bets that you can be making right now. They just are barely starting to come out, so obviously we're getting on the leading edge of this. That has worked out well for us in the past, and not everything's going to be available right now. So we will probably do a part 2, maybe and a part 3 to this video as more and more of these season-long props are coming out. But for now, let's jump into the recap from last year. All right, last year I only made 2 season-long bets in the NBA. I made a lot of bets after the in-season tournament. I like to make those, second half of the season type bets, which we'll go over those later. Obviously, when the in-season tournament happens this year, we'll go over those bets from last year. But I only made the 2 bets here. Joel Embiid over 1.5 50-plus point games. He did not have any. But I did end up getting a refund on that bet. I guess he didn't play enough games to qualify for the prop. I'm not sure. I didn't read the fine print on that, but I guess they have to play a certain number of games for some of these props, so you can always check that on the sites that you're betting on. And then I bet Shai Gilgeous-Alexander over 0.5 50-plus point games, and he had 4, so he obviously crushed that line last year. This year I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for you right now. And we're going to be going in a lot heavier on the season-long bets this year than we did last year. Also, keep in mind you're tying up your money for a long period of time, so don't use a significant amount of your budget on these season-long bets. All right, the first one here is going to be Giannis. I can never pronounce his last name, guys. Help me out in the comments. Giannis Antetokounmpo. That was pretty good. Under 31.5 point per game average. He has never surpassed this 31.5 point per game average in the entire time he's been in the league. He has been close. So the past 2 seasons, he had 30.4. The season before that, he had 31.1. So that was in the 2022 season, and that was the closest he's ever been. So he's been close, but he hasn't quite gotten there. I don't know that this is going to be the year. He's just another year older. There's a ton of turnover on that team. So we don't know what that is going to mean for the team, but I doubt that it means that Giannis suddenly sees a huge boost in his scoring. He's already one of the top scoring people in the NBA. So he's not going to see this huge boost. If anything, he might have a couple of rough games as some of these other scorers that they brought in, have good games in that on the team. So I feel pretty good about this one. It was an easy one for me. It is already headed lower on some of the other betting apps. So I got this at Underdog, I believe, but if not, try Boom Fantasy. Those are the 2 that had the higher lines. Prize Picks has already dropped this to 30.8. So if you want to take the over, then go take that on Prize Picks because it's 30.8 right now. Next one we have here for you is LeBron James under 2.3 3 points made per game average. This one here is just based on history. He has only ever done this once in his entire career, which was 4 years ago, where he had 2.9. He did tie this line with 2.3 5 years ago. So he's been right there. He has had a higher average on the Lakers than he has at any other point in his career. So yeah, it's going to be close. It's going to be sweaty for sure, but we're taking under on that 2.3 average. Because he's only done it one time in his entire career. I don't think as he's getting older, his 3-point shooting is necessarily going to get that much better. So I like those first 2 unders. The rest are going to be overs. We're going to go in on Cooper Flagg, over 16.9 point per game average. That's pretty high, obviously, for a rookie. We don't know what his role is going to be. We know what his role is going to be, but we don't know how good he's going to be. So it's kind of scary. You can get this at 16.7 on Prize Picks, which is lower than the price I paid, but there was a 30% boost on Boom Fantasy, which is where I got this prop, and I just wanted him in my slips. So I know I should have taken the lower line, but I didn't do it. You can go get the lower line on Prize Picks. Kyrie Irving is going to miss a good chunk of this season, so hopefully that will boost Cooper Flagg's scoring a little bit. I don't think it necessarily hurts it too bad. He's going to be a great assister for Cooper when he is on the court. But I don't think that those points, are like Kyrie Irving's points, are necessarily going to go to like Klay Thompson or somebody else on the team. I think that Cooper can scoop up, plenty of those points and get his own points as well. So I think we're looking at I mean, he's not going to break a rookie record on the point per game average. I'm not foreseeing that, but I don't see why he can't get close to 18, 19, 20 point per game average, even though it's his first year. So we'll see. We'll see on that one. The next one here is my favorite one, Trae Young, over 23.8 point per game average. He is over in 6 of 7 seasons. His 7-year average is 1.5 points over this line. So he has only missed this in his rookie year. Every year after that, he has hit this line. So I don't know why we think he's not going to be able to do it this year. I went in on this as soon as I saw it. I only saw it on Boom Fantasy. I did not see Trae Young up on Underdog or on Prize Picks. So this line could get pulled right off the board. Or maybe those other apps, once they come out with their Trae Young lines, they just end up being a lot higher than this. I don't see why this line isn't 25 or at least 24.5. This one's my favorite bet. Next one here is Victor Wembanyama. These last two are a little bit more like vibes plays or maybe wish casting a bit. Like we all want Wembanyama to have a better season, right? Like we want him to be able to stay on the court, stay healthy, and have a good season and show like what he came in as a prospect, like show that on the court. So that's a little bit of wish casting here, but he did improve from his rookie year to his second year. And so he would need to continue to improve just slightly to go over this line for us. So this is a vibes bet. He's never hit this line. This is just a bet on continuous improvement. Obviously, they also have, you know, a lot of good guards there that are going to take a lot of points, but I don't think they're taking them away from Victor Wembanyama. They're just going to be fighting each other for those points, like De'Aaron Fox and Dylan Harper will be kind of fighting each other for those points. And Victor Wembanyama is going to get his points regardless. So the last play we have here is Paolo Banchero over 24.5 point per game average. This guy has improved every single year that he's been in the league. He also has had a problem staying on the court. I think he could progress even higher. I think Paolo has been sneaky, like kind of sneaky one of the best players in the league, because I don't think anyone would put Paolo on a list of the best players in the league, but I think he belongs on that list. And he needs to prove it for sure. He's only been in the league a couple of years, so he's got plenty of time to prove that. But this is a bet on continuous improvement. Even if Paolo regresses a little bit from last year, he should still be able to go over this line for us. So those are my favorite bets. Right now, those are all we're getting are the averages on the rebounds, the assists, and the points. But here they are all on one screen. So we have these 6, Trae Young over 23.8 point per game average, Paolo Banchero over 24.5 point per game average, LeBron James under 2.3 3 points per made per game average, Cooper Flagg over 16.9 point per game average, which you can get 16.7 if you want to go get that lower line. Victor Wembanyama over 24.5 point per game average, and then Giannis Antetokounmpo under 31.5 point per game average. So those are our 6 best bets for now for the NBA season. There is a 30% boost on Boom Fantasy. If you need, if you've never used that app before and you need a referral code, you know, check the deep description of the video, and I have a referral code that you can use there. But they're giving a 30% boost on the NBA season-long picks right now. And then once more of these props come out, like the 50-plus point games, the triple-doubles, the double-doubles, you know, we'll probably be going in on some of those as well. So expect more of these videos, but probably not for like a couple of months. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let me know what my craziest one is. Let me know what my best one is. And let me know if there's anything that you think that I'm overlooking, any good bets that you've seen for NBA full season. Thanks, guys.